First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Michael Coates.
Even though it's been a pain to drive in, this is our first good winter storm of the season. This is great news for our local mountain resorts. Of course, though, it can be a headache if you have to drive through it with all the accidents we've seen around the region. This is what it looked like in Salmon this morning. Vicki sent this photo in, and her ruler here is about 4.5 inches, but by the time we got the final report in from Salmon and the snow throughout the day, pushing it closer to 5 inches. So it looks like we're going to go with about 5 inches on average, at least for Salmon, and even a little bit more as you got outside of Salmon. 9 inches reported in Victor. Alexis sent this in. Wow, and look at the park bench here in Victor. That definitely jives with the spotter reports you're getting. Brittany sent this in of Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls, depends on where you were. We had anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. About 4 inches as you got into Ammon, it looks like, and especially close to the foothills. But definitely a good day for some snow around the region and a great night for snow in our local mountains. Although it's going to be a pain to drive in tonight, we're going to still be looking at this band of snow coming across the Caribou Highlands, heading through Jackson Hole in western Wyoming for tonight. We have some spotty snow showers still with us in central Idaho. There is a bit of some warmer air that was with us here with this brief cold front that's coming across the region, but it's already turning back to snow right now for Burley along I-86 and I-84. It is a mess out there if you're trying to get to Boise tonight and tomorrow morning. If you got to travel to Boise or Salt Lake, try to do it tomorrow afternoon, but it's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, and we're going to have a lot of black ice potential here for tonight. Here's why. We got cold air coming in here for tonight on the back of the storm, and that's going to drop our temperatures into the teens and 20s for tonight, and then we're going to see even colder conditions tomorrow night as we lose all the cloud cover and we start looking for the lows getting close to 0 or below 0. 10 o'clock tonight on the Vipercast. Still some lingering snow and a little bit of a rain-snow mix for the lower valley as we get into tonight through tomorrow morning. Now, Saturday morning, we'll start to see some sunshine, but still just enough pockets of moisture with us here that we're going to call for a chance of some snow. Then we begin to clear out, and it's going to get awfully chilly as we go through the overnight hours in through Sunday morning. 6 in Mackay tonight, 8 in Salmon, 13 for the low in Idaho Falls, 10 for Jackson Hole, 6 below for West Yellowstone, 8 for St. Anthony and Rexburg, and the teens and 20s as you get Blackfoot, Pocatello at 16 to 21, 17 for Soda Springs, and 15 for Afton. Temperatures tomorrow, colder. With that cold air coming on the backside of the storm, we're going to get only to a high of 18 for Afton, 15 in Jackson Hole, and our high isn't going to be far from the overnight low. We're going to be hitting highs tomorrow into the 20s for Pocatello, 22 for Idaho Falls, 19 for Rexburg, 14 in Island Park, 19 for St. Anthony, into the lower 20s for Challis and Mackay, lower 20s also in Salmon. The 8-day forecast marching forward, you're going to see the lower 20s through Sunday, mid to upper 20s on Monday. We start to warm things back up a bit, but check out these overnight lows, very frigid temperatures. Then we start to work on some moisture. There's a chance of some moisture coming in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the end of the 8-day forecast. That's going to take us back into the 30s and 40s, but we're not going to look for anything really warming anytime soon. No, this is November, so we're going to warm to the 40s. Pocatello, 24 for Sunday, 29 on Monday, mid-30s on Tuesday with some scattered rain and snow trying to work back in on Wednesday. Rexburg, a high of 19 for Saturday, 7 below for the low going into Sunday morning with a high of 20. Fairly sunny conditions, but it's going to be sunny and cold with a bit of a wind. Blackfoot highs here, lower 20s for Saturday and Sunday. We'll perk it back into the upper 30s by Wednesday, lower 40s by Thursday with some scattered snow. Salmon awfully cold as you go overnight into Sunday morning. Salmon, you're going to hit highs here into the upper teens to lower 20s all the way through Monday and Tuesday. We start getting back into the freezing mark, if you will, by Thursday with some scattered snow and rain on the way for next weekend. Jackson also looking at more scattered snow showers for tomorrow morning. Jackson will begin to clear out a little bit by Saturday evening in through Sunday, and Sunday with a high of 19 with 11 below for the low Sunday morning. Back over to Jane Carroll.
All right, thanks, Mike. Here's what we're working on for Local News 8 at 6. Pocatello is going to get a co-working center. This center would allow small businesses and entrepreneurs to have a place to meet and share ideas.
Anyone in town would be able to use the center to meet with clients. So coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear about what the co-working center needs to be completed.
One final look at your